Hey there, YouTube. JT Serenity Farms prepping here. Sorry I haven't made a video in a while. I was attending to some issues. Nothing personal, but something I had to be involved with, and it's been taking all my time, and I just didn't have time, and a couple days just really didn't feel like making a video. But I'm back and want to get at it. So, as we know, there are lunatics out there on the left, AOC, the Green New Deal crap, the global warming, climate change, global cooling, those zealots, and a computer guy that believe we had 10 years, 20 years ago, we have 8 years, 12 years ago, and blah, 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 blah. Oh yeah, and little Nazi chick, Greta. So they are intent on controlling every aspect of our lives through carbon credit, carbon tax, the cost of fuel for heating your homes, driving your car is intentionally being made completely unaffordable so that you will beg for a new system. Electric vehicles that can't possibly be powered by solar systems, which are completely inadequate. So the computer guy wants to spew clouds into the air to block the sun's UV rays and heat from reaching the planet in an attempt to cool Mother Nature off. This is all in coordination with the depopulation genocide that we're experiencing right now. But I discovered today a plan, scheme. It's actually taking place right now. A company called Navigator CO2 Ventures LLC. And it's a pipeline that will be harvesting CO2 from the atmosphere, liquefying it, moving it through the pipeline, and then being stored underground in Illinois. So give me a second and I want to show you the map where this is actually being done. Okay, so here you can see the name, Navigator CO2 Ventures LLC. The blue dot being sequestration site, which means storage site, and green, the proposed pipeline. All right, so you can see the states that have pipelines running through them all the way down to Illinois, where it will be stored. Farmers in Iowa and Illinois, where an overwhelming majority of our corn is grown, are being sent letters by this company and the counties in which they live in that their land is being taken by eminent domain for the purpose of these pipelines. Okay, so machines are being built in the states where you see the pipelines, like Nebraska, South Dakota, Minnesota, Iowa, and Illinois. They'll have machines in each one of those states that suck CO2 out of the atmosphere, liquefy it, then it will travel through all the green pipelines down to Illinois, where it will be stored underground, destination not named. So what happens when CO2 is pulled out of our atmosphere, considering CO2 is required for life? It provides the carbon, the oxygen, and the oxygen provides some water and moisture. All crucial elements for photosynthesis, excuse me on that one, which is life. We all know photosynthesis is life. It is 100% necessary for us to live, and plants. This is an attempt. We're going to go to the website in a moment that shows how they make it look all warm and lovable, like they're doing it for the planet, and that's a lie. So let's go to the website. Okay, so as you can see, we are on the Heartland Greenway website. And of course, they have About Us, Sequestration Explained, Landowners Benefits, Project Status, Media Center, Contact Us, blah, 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 blah. All right, so what do we know about them? There's that map. So, Heartland Greenways and Navigator Ventures propose carbon capture and sequestration system that will provide biofuel producers and other industrial customers in 5 Midwest states with a long-term, cost-effective means to reduce their carbon footprint. And you see Illinois, Iowa, Nebraska, South Dakota, starting by 2025. So they estimate that they will be able to capture 10 to 15 million metric tons of CO2 in a safe and secure underground site in Illinois. So they are going to tell us that 15 million metric tons of CO2 is equivalent to the emissions annually from approximately 3.2 million cars, 18.3 million acres of forest, or eliminating the carbon footprint of Des Moines, Iowa, 3 times over. Wonderful. So, here's the part that's really scary. Midwest-based Navigator CO2 Ventures is committed to building a more sustainable future and putting the communities and states we operate on an accelerated path towards decarbonation. Folks, decarbonation. That means a planet with no CO2. Do you realize what happens to the planet with no CO2? Ice age, forests die, all farmlands die, and humans die. But then again, that's the plan. Remember, the scumbags deciding all this good stuff for us, they don't plan on either living here or living in the bodies they have. I know that sounds a little bit out there, but think AI, which robots won't need oxygen, will they? This is extremely scary and happening right before our eyes. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe, comment, notification bell. But for now, JT signing off.